I'm outside Old Trafford, home to one of the world's most famous football teams, Manchester United. Last Saturday marked the 63rd anniversary of the tragic Munich air disaster, where 23 people died, including many of the Manchester United players, travelling journalists and fans, on their way back from a game in the European Cup in Belgrade. This tragedy and awful loss of life shook the city of Manchester and the whole world. The young Manchester United players who had been on that plane were part of what had been promised to be the golden generation of English football, nicknamed the Busby Babes, after their manager who survived the crash, Matt Busby. Following this disaster, there was talk of the club folding, and there were barely any players remaining in the squad. Matt Busby was heartbroken following the crash, recuperating in Switzerland. He was depressed and ready to give up on the game. That was until his wife Jean told him, "You know, Matt, the lads would have wanted you to carry on." Lifted from his depression, Busby returned to Manchester and slowly began to rebuild the football club. Over the years that followed, Busby signed some of the players that would become Manchester United legends, such as Dennis Law, Pat Crerand, and up from the youth team, George Best. Under his leadership, Manchester United won the league several times in the European Cup. Manchester United became one of the most dominant teams in world football. In 1999, Manchester United won the coveted treble, and as a kid I was lucky enough to see these historic trophies. Manchester was absolutely buzzing. And I think a message we can take out from the Munich disaster at this specific time in history we find ourselves in is that no matter how horrific and devastating the situation is, just like Jean Busby said to her husband Matt, carry on.